past the net. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field with his traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Carr going to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defense has really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is dropped.
Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Carr now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 5 catches, 53 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Carr. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Slot man moves right.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
The Ravens at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking, if we follow what we're doing, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd down and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
He'll start with a give to Kamara.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Now Carr. Open man, the tight end Henry. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 from 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because he just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Carr to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 14. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
There he goes left side. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Carr. There's Chris Olave. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Out route. Catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Carr now on first down. That will complete downfield to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Again, it's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he goes out right around the 39. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tough. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A throw out wide by Cunningham, complete. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now he'll try to run with this. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
That's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw his Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Short pass caught by Henry. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. That is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Kamara trying the right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. On play action, now Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr on the bootleg. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Carr going to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
Saints 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, a second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 6.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. A play fake. Now Cunningham sliding out of the pocket.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and the Raven first down.
And you're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Hey, hey.
The Saints 23-yard line.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And
And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try to mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. and it would have been an easy throw.
Play action. Now it's Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
195 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Let's go now.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on fourth down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And they will take a knee here. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey,